I explained about how to use MATLAB web browser as a command prompt window. So we used only the command prompt window and we learned all the programming basics. Now this session we will discuss about the MATLAB scripts, control statements and all. Some advanced features we will look. For the first, we need to click the resume. This is our course page, your course page. In the course page on the MATLAB on-ramp, just click the resume. If you click resume, then the MATLAB on-ramp course page will open. Yep. So we got the MATLAB on-ramp course page. So last time we used the 3.2, that is the MATLAB editor we used. Same here now also we will be using that. So just click MATLAB editor. Now we got the editor window. So this is actually used to create a .m file, script file. We used to for the script file. We can use this editor. Last session we practiced with the command window. This window here down we used the command window. So we made it to large. We completely hidden the script window. This one live editor window we completely hidden by enlarging this command window, and all we practiced in the command window like a equal to 1, b equal to 2, then c equal to a plus b. Like that we practiced only in the command window. So this is called a command window. This is just to understand the MATLAB basics. So we can get familiarized with the command. So by adding multiple command we can write a program. So to write the program we need the editor. So again I will minimize it. The command window I will minimize it. Anyway we don't want. So I will minimize it completely. So here also you will be getting the editor window, workspace and the task. So on the left hand side we can find the task. Then the right hand side you can find the workspace. Then here you will be getting the live editor. So here already we used ABC. Now if you want to clear those, you have to give the command clear. So if you give clear, then the workspace, whatever the variable stored in the workspace will be cleared. CLC is used to clear the screen, command window screen. Clear is used to clear the workspace. So that is the difference. CLC is used to clear the command window. Then clear is used to clear the workspace. So I use the clear command. So that workspace is cleared. Now we will start from the live editor. So here now this session we will be using the live editor. Now how the decision making are implemented in the MATLAB. So first we will start from the if statement. So a equal to 10. If a less than 20, f printf a is less than 20. A is less than 20. So now if a is less than 20, then this value will be a is less than 20 will be printed. Otherwise if a is greater than 20, then it will not executed. So I here run button is there, so I will press the run. Yeah, now a equal to 10, then a is less than 20. Now if I change the value, a is 30. Then if I run, here a value is 30, so it is skipped to that, the condition is wrong, it is skipped to the end. So this is only just by using the if statement. So if I want else, then else, f printf a is greater than 20. Now if I run, a value is 30. Since a is less than 20 is wrong, then it will come to that else statement. F printf a is greater than 20. So a is greater than 20 is printed over here in the output window. A is greater than 20 is printed. Now you can check in the workspace, that variable you can check it in the workspace. Now if I make again it is 10. and if I run, then I will be getting a is less than 20. So this is about the if statement and the if and else statement. Now I can use multiple if statement, that is else if statement I can use. Now if else if, how to use the multiple if statement, that is else if statement. Here already used, so here I will add else if. Again I will check a greater than 20, then I will add else. So now f printf a is equal to 20. Now what will happen if a equal, if a, now a is 10, so a is less than 20, so this will get printed. If a is 30, then this condition become wrong, then this will become right, then it will print a is greater than 20. If a equal to 20, then first two condition will become wrong, then the third one will get executed. Now we will check one by one. Now I will run it. So if I run a equal to 10, so it is less than 20. Now if I put a equal to 30, then if I run, a value is 30, so a is greater than 20 I got. Now I will check with the 20, a equal to 20. Now the else will get executed. A printf a is equal to 20. So in this way we can use the if statement, if else statement, if else if else statement. So how many else if also you can include based on your necessity. Next one is how to use the switch case. So I will delete this. Listen, grade I will take grade equal to some character b I will take. So this I want to check. Switch case, switch switch grade, so it will compare switch grade. Now first one, case if it is a, if it is a, that is case a, f printf excellent. Then if it is case b, excellent, then you have to give semicolon. Case b, I'll write good. Then case b over case c. Average. So these are all my three cases. So it will check the particular character and it will execute the particular line. Now I will run it. Since that grade is B, it is printing the good. Now if I change to C, then if I run, average case is selected. Instead if I take A, then if I run, then I will be getting excellent. So it will compare. So in this way you can write the switch case. In the previous example, it discussed about if else, if else if else. So that's one kind of branching. Similarly here we discussed about the switch cases. Next, how to use the while statement. For that, first I will take a equal to 10. Then while a less than 20, f printf value of a, that is percentage d, then the particular value will be displayed and it will go to the next line. So that is the reason I am putting that. A equal to a plus 1 end. So now I assign the value of a equal to 10. As long as a is less than 20, then this while loop will get executed. Whenever the a value become more than 20, then it will come out from the loop. Yeah. First it displayed value of a is percentage dn, means then the particular value a value will be displayed over here, and the slash n is used to move to the next line. Now if you forget to put the slash n, then it will be a continuous. You will get the continuously you will be getting like this. So to avoid that one, we have to put a slash, you have to add slash n so that it will move to the next line. Yeah, so you got value of a equal, so still a is less than 20, that statement will printed along with the value of a. So this way we can implement the while statement. Next, how to implement the for loop. For that, write for a equal to 10 is to 20, then fprintf value of a percentage d slash n a. Right. So now I taken for a equal to, so a will start from 10 and it will increment automatically 1 by 1, then it will stop at 20. So that is the thing. So otherwise you can give a equal to 10, then 1, this is the increment, then 20 till it will go up to that 20. Then the value of a will be printed continuously and it will stop at 20. Now I will run. So if I run, the value of a is 10, 11, like that I got it. Now if I put that increment value as 2, then I will be getting 10, 12, 14 like that. Yeah, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 like that. Now if I forget to put that incremental value, then it will be incremented automatically by 1. Yeah, it will be incremented automatically by 1. In this way you can implement the for loop. So as of now we learned how to use if statement, if else, then if else if else. After that switch case, how to implement the switch case. Then finally we discussed about how to implement the for loop. In the last session we discussed about how to plot graph. So we plot a sine curve first, then sine along with the cos, and how to change the pattern, that we learned in the last session. This session still more graphics command we will learn. First, how to draw the bar chart. Now I will show how to draw the bar chart. X equal to 1 to 10. So 1 to 10, that x value. Then after that y. On y I will take some other variable. Let's say for example some marks I will take. So I want some 10 number. 1, 2, 3, 4. I taken the 10. This is on the y axis. After that I have to use the bar. If I use bar, then previously we used the plot command. Here you have to use the bar, x comma y. So it's plotted between the x and the y. Then I will add the label. X label is student. Similarly, I can add the y label. Y label is marks. Then I'll add the title. Title is first test. First test. Now if I run, I will be getting the bar chart. Yeah, so I got the X label is students, then Y label marks, then the title is first test, and the marks are shown as the bar chart. Similarly, we can draw contour also. So for that I will take XY contour graph X comma Y equal to mesh grid, start from -5, then increment by 0.1 up to 5, comma -3, increment by 0.1 up to 3. So independent variables taken. Then after that I will be assigning G equal to X square, that is X dot to the power 2 plus Y square, Y dot to the power 2. Then I will draw contour X comma Y comma G. So it will plot the 3. Now if I press run, yeah, I got the plot. So in this way you can draw the contour plots. Similarly, we can draw the 3-dimensional plots also. Now I will show how to draw the 3-dimensional plots. First I will take X comma Y equal to mesh grid, start from -2, increment by 0.2 till 2. Then G is X dot star exponential of minus X square dot to the power 2 minus Y square, Y dot to the power 2. Now we have to create a surface. Surf X comma Y comma G. Surf X comma Y comma G. Now it will produce the 3D plots. Yeah, we got the 3D plot over here. In this way we can draw the 3-dimensional plot also. This session I discussed about how to use the live editor. So we can make a script file by using the live editor. Last session I discussed about how to use the command window. So in here how to execute the commands, that I explained clearly. In this session how to use the editor window, then how to check the variables in the workspace. So by using that command window and live editor you can learn the MATLAB programming clearly. That is, without installing MATLAB you can learn the MATLAB programming just by using the MATLAB web browser. This is our aim of this workshop. So without installing MATLAB you can learn the MATLAB only with the help of the MATLAB web browser. So here you will be getting exactly the command window you will be getting over here. Then script writer or script editor or live editor you will be getting over here. Workspace will available. Then output you can verify over here. Only thing is the directory will be missing because it is an web browser. So directory is not necessary. So inside the directory here you will be getting the task. This web browser is meant only for the course MATLAB on ramp or machine learning on ramp or deep learning on ramp. But using this facility we are learning MATLAB in detail. So in the first day we introduce how to complete the task, given task. So we completed the commands. Then after that you got the MATLAB disk editor. So in the MATLAB editor running scripts and all by using the hint. This is hint. By using that hint and you need to complete the task. So if you are not able to complete the task, then that for the question, if you click over here, you will get the hint. Still if you are not able to do it, then click over here, you will get the solution. So if you do anything something wrong, then you can make reset. So reset will erase your all programming codings. All the programming codings will be erased. So if you press the reset button, then again you can try once again. So use hint or see the solution. If you want to change any correction, or if you want to start from beginning, then you just press reset and see that every day you will be progressing. So here the progress you will be getting, how much you have completed will be shown over here, and you try to complete all 15 topics so that you will get idea about the MATLAB. And in Telegram group we will be sharing more materials. Go through that material. So within 2 days, first 2 days, you try to complete the MATLAB on-ramp course. See that you will be getting that 100% progress in each topic. So if you get 100% progress in that each topic, 100% completion in each topic, you will be getting the MATLAB on-ramp certification from MathWorks. And similarly, you will be getting the progress report also. All the best.